Hello YouTube, welcome back to another game of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. This is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg, which is actually the second game. I'm sure you've already seen that from the title. Now if you've missed, just before I continue, let me check that there is sound. Yes, there is indeed. If you have missed the previous games, they are going to be, the game rather, it is going to be in the description, in the description, there will be a link to it. Of course, check that out before watching this video if you can. Now our common question of the series is going to be, what Starcraft expansion is your favorite? Of course, leave your comment in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. So let's see our players. On the top right hand side of Dusk Towers, we've got Morrow spawning as the green Protoss, which is a fresh of breath there, not seeing a blue Protoss as usual, or rather red. Now Morrow represents both team property and is hailing from Sweden. Now his opponent got to be Bly. Bly is a very popular player at the moment. He's part of Team Acer, unfortunately no icon, and he's from Ukraine. So let's see how this one plays out. Looks like Bly has gone for a hatchery first. And looks like Morrow has gone for a Nexus first, so no gateway at the very beginning. Obviously not expecting a huge amount of aggression here. Which, to be fair, is not really Bly's style. I haven't seen him do too many rushes. I'm sure he does them in his spare time on ladder or something like that. And let's see how this one plays out. Looks like he's going for a double expansion. He's actually did this the exact same way last time. Scores are about to be displayed on screen, by the way, so just to note that. So he did the exact same build last time. He went for one hatchery, then he went for a spawning pool, and then for a second one, just to basically boost up the economy at the very beginning. Okay, so scores are now coming up. Currently, Bly is 1 up. And this is game number 2, of course, so there's no other scores. And let's see what is coming down here. It looks like a second gateway and also a cybernetic score. Let's see, he's gotten only 2 workers in this one, which is not a mistake, believe it or not. It's actually intended. It's all the gas that he needs right now. And he's probably going to pop a third one onto that as soon as this cybernetic score comes down. That way he doesn't have to sacrifice any mineral mining time. There we go, Zerglings are now on the way. So just to note, there is a total of 6 there, and there's going to be another 2 here. Not going to be able to break in through this. I mean, there is a Zealot and 2 Adepts on the way. So the Zealot might break. I mean, he might kill the Zealot, but he will have to sacrifice probably about 4 or 5 Zerglings for that. Oh, very close, very close, very close. He's actually walled in that Zealot. Nice. So it's the second time now that Bly has managed to break through with Zealots, and it's actually really a good playstyle. He sacrifices his Zerglings and he uses them for, essentially for scouting. It's obviously not going to give him as much harassment, because by the time he gets those Zerglings through, he might only be able to pick off 1 or 2 probes with it. But the fact that he's managing to get full-on scouting information, and he sees how many gases are down, which, believe it or not, is more important than a lot of people might think, is very important. So a robotics facility coming down, and nothing else so far. So double gases as well being brought down into natural base, which kind of suggests that he might go for some extra tech here. So let's see which option he goes for, because 4 gases is actually a little bit much for just the robotics facility. So I definitely have a feeling he's going to go for a bit more after this. Now this Overlord is going to be a little bit pesky, of course. Going to potentially scout out that extra 2 gases. The one thing he is going to see though is that there is pylons being put down here, which suggests to Bly that he's going to be going for another expansion. That Morrow is going to be going for another expansion. Looks like a layer coming down here for Bly as well, so starting to tech up a little bit. Now he doesn't have any roaches yet. Just one thing I noticed here is he's not really huge into roaches. He tends to kind of go for other tech than that. Obviously he can play the roach game, but he just doesn't really go for it that often. If he can avoid doing it, he likes to build and diversify with his builds. So let's see how he plays this one out. I assume that he's going to do something similar like last time. That really paid off well for him. I mean, up until recent tournaments, so this is Dreamhack, which I believe is the third major or premier tournament that is running for StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. I think up until now, a Roach Ravager mass engage has been the most popular style of Zerg play, and to be honest, it's probably why Zergs are one of the most popular races now as well, because they're so strong with such basic units. Ooh, robotic support bay coming out here, which means that we're going to see either Disruptors or Colossi, and it's Disruptors of course, which is the most common build. Colossi has been something quite unique to Petit Drogo, who I casted about 2 series ago, and he made use of them, and I was so happy to see them because he actually built them in masses, so he had like between 3 and 5 per game, which was absolutely beautiful. I just could not believe my eyes. And there we go, look at that. Bly is actually opted to go for a Spire yet again. Now at this point I assume it has not been spotted. I mean, his medevac was here, or not medevac, his warp prism was here ages ago. And let's see, just the Disruptor here. These units being blocked by their own comrades. They're like, get the hell out of the way. I find it funny how a probe can get through, but other units cannot. It's pretty funny. And okay, this expansion gets spotted out pretty much straight away as well. These depths probably going to take like 10 days to kill this. So he'll probably want to move them away before the Zerglings arrive, which they're just about doing now. And I believe he should be able to escape these. Oof, just about. Oh my god, he's not actually controlling them. He could have gotten away there if you sent them off further away. So that's a bit unfortunate. And here we go again. So the hive going down yet again for Bly. Honestly, is he going to go for a Greater Spire again? No, he's not. Look at that. 11 Mutalisks being created instead. This is the magic number with 6 gases. 11 Mutalisks is from 0 gas up until the Spire completes is 1100 gas. So he's obviously interested in doing something similar. Oh, Purification Nova going down. This is going to be a huge one. So many drones taken out with that. 17 so far in total. So Morrow doing some nice damage. The only thing is going to be, is he going to be able to respond to this? I mean, he does have the Phoenix hologram here, or hallucination, revealing the fact that there's Mutalisks on the map. So at this point, definitely going to want to build a bunch of real Phoenixes. And of course a few cannons as well, just in case. So he has 2 Phoenixes on the map right now. He does have double gateways, which again seems to be pretty popular for his interest right now. Oh wow, manages to snipe off 2 Disruptors there. That is quite huge. And also goes ahead and focuses down that sentry as well. This is absolutely huge play here from Bly. He just does not want any utility units from our Protoss player, and these Mutalisks are just not scared of anything right now. They're getting worn down pretty quick, but at the same time doing so much damage to all these Protoss units. At this point, you definitely want to run. Phoenixes are faster, just to point that out. They are faster, they shoot further, and when they get the Graviton Beam upgrade, they shoot even further, and at that point, Mutalisks just cannot challenge them. Looks like we've got Vipers on the way also for Bly, so probably trying to deal with these Phoenixes with the help of the Parasitic Bomb. Now using the gravitational beam onto, or rather the, whatever that upgrade is called, I can't quite think of it. I think it's gravity something. I don't think it's worth wasting it on a Zergling because there's so many of them anyways. Cleaning them up quite nicely with those Zealots. Does look like we have an Archon here as well. And a bunch of Zerglings. That is a lot of Zerglings. Let's have a quick look at the units tab. He's got 41 Zerglings. Not a huge amount, but quite a lot still. Let's see what he's going to do with this. So 4 bases versus 5 at the moment. This base absolutely not saturated right now. In fact, it doesn't seem like any of his bases are fully saturated. Bit strange to see that from a professional player, but that's fine. He obviously knows what he's doing. Maybe, I suppose it could make sense this way if he's basically spreading out his workers a little bit so that if one base gets completely shut down, he doesn't lose all the workers there. Now, picking off an Archon with a bunch of Zerglings is very, very cost ineffective for the Zerglings because, of course, he's going to lose a bunch of them, but a very nice pick off indeed. And let's see what he's going to pull off here. Does have a Parasitic Bomb going down here, manages to spread that Phoenix away on time. Brings it on away. At this point, his units are safe. He's going to have to bring these back just to get a bit more energy on them. So basically all he does is drains one of his buildings, which in this case looks like the hatchery. Typically it's done onto the gases, but as you can see, he's already drained them quite low at this point. Doesn't want to drain this too low because of course he'll get destroyed. And it looks like Zerglings have run into the base. Oh, natural and main as well. Taking out quite a few of those. And also seeing this, which obviously he knew about already since he destroyed a few disruptors. But probably not the best use of a Zergling. Well, I suppose he can't actually get close to that middle line since there's a cannon there anyways. I like the camera flare off that building. Very nice. And more Zerglings stream in here. Now there is cannons being built here, so obviously he's a little worried about those. Ooh, interesting. Ultralisk and also chitinous plating is on the way. This base is being completely shut down at this point. 44 to 73 workers. And wow, is he actually going to manage to take out this robotics facility? I cannot believe that Morrow has not taken care of this yet. Manages to take that out, and this cannon actually dropping a little bit low as well. Just 3 Zerglings taking care of so many units. There we go, parasitic bombs being thrown down, forcing these phoenixes to do an absolute full spread here. Beautiful play here from Bly, using both corruptors, mutalisks and vipers to combat these phoenixes. And you see, the more these phoenixes run, the less time they have to actually spread up. And at this point, honestly, I think this is looking pretty grim for Morrow. He is counterattacking here. As you can see, he does have zealots, 1 immortal and a few stalkers as well. And even 1 real archon. Actually, that looks like a real archon as well. So 2 real archons. Is going to manage to deny that base, but at what cost? Look at the amount of mutalisks that he's got inside his base. That is a total of 16 mutalisks. So able to do a whole lot of damage with that. And there we go, the Ultras are now on the field. Ultras very, very difficult to deal with, cleaning up these units. Morrow GGing out, and Acer's Bly is now at 2-0. Continuing on to game number 3. And that is it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, leave it a nice thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up like it matters. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. I will see you guys in game number 3. And I'll leave you with a question of the series, which is, what Starcraft expansion is your favorite? Leave your comment in the comment section below. Good luck, take care, and I'll see you guys in game number 3.